Imagine waking up one morning to find that the United States, China, Russia, and the European Union have all collapsed simultaneously. No governments, no armies, cities abandoned. Written language ... forgotten. That's not science fiction. That's exactly what happened 3,200 years ago. And historians still can't explain why. Welcome to the Bronze Age collapse. The day the ancient world ended, and nobody saw it coming. Your history teacher probably skipped this in 5 minutes. But here's what they don't teach you. This wasn't just one civilization falling. 4 major superpowers, dozens of kingdoms, centuries of knowledge, all vanishing within 50 years. Let's set the scene. It's 1200 BCE and the Mediterranean world is at its peak. Egypt rules with pyramids and vast armies. The Hittite Empire controls modern Turkey with iron weapons and feared chariots. Mycenaean Greeks build fortress palaces across the Aegean. Trading cities like Ugarit serve as crossroads of the ancient world. This isn't primitive. These civilizations have running water, 3-story palaces, international diplomacy, and libraries with thousands of tablets. Copper comes from Cyprus, tin from Afghanistan. Kings exchange gifts, gold, horses, even princesses. Merchants use standardized weights. This is humanity's first experiment with globalization. And then, in 50 years, it all ends. Around 1200 BCE, something goes catastrophically wrong. The Hittite Empire, a superpower for 500 years, vanishes. Their capital, Hattusa, is burned to the ground. Every city, every fortress, destroyed. The Hittites literally disappear from history for 3,000 years until archaeologists rediscovered them in the 1900s. The Mycenaean Greeks? Gone, their palaces burned. Their writing system disappears so completely that Greece becomes illiterate for 300 years. We call this the Greek Dark Ages. Ugarit, a thriving port city, receives one final desperate letter. The enemy ships are already here. They have set fire to my cities. That's the last message ever sent. The city was destroyed so completely it was never rebuilt. For 3,200 years it's been empty ruins. Even Egypt barely survives. Pharaoh Ramesses III fights off invasions by mysterious sea peoples. Egypt wins, but it's never the same. The Golden Age ends forever. Everywhere archaeologists dig, they find the same pattern: destruction layers. Burned buildings, hastily buried treasures never retrieved, cities abandoned in panic. Population crashes by 90% in some regions. International trade stops. Writing disappears. People forget how to make bronze because the trade networks are gone. Now here's the controversial part. Nobody knows what caused it. Historians have 5 theories, and they're still arguing. Theory 1. The Sea People's mysterious invaders from Egyptian records. But we don't know who they were or where they came from. Were they the cause of collapse or refugees fleeing it? It's a circular argument. Theory 2. Climate change. 300 years of drought hit the Mediterranean. Crops failed. Famines erupted. Mass migrations began. But these civilizations had survived droughts before. Why was this one fatal? Theory 3. Earthquakes. A geological earthquake storm hit the entire region over decades. Hattusa shows earthquake damage. So does Mycenae. So does Troy. But again, earthquakes had happened before. Theory 4. Systems collapse. The very interconnection that made them successful became their fatal weakness. One trade route disrupted means no tin from Afghanistan. No tin means no bronze. No bronze weapons means weak armies. Weak armies mean more disruption. It's a death spiral where each failure triggers more failures. Theory 5. Internal collapse. These palace economies were already cracking from within. Rigid hierarchies. Oppressed populations. When external pressures hit, the systems shattered sometimes from their own people rebelling. The truth? Probably all of these at once. A perfect storm. Climate change caused crop failures. Crop failures caused migrations. Migrations pressured kingdoms. Earthquakes struck at the worst moment. Trade networks collapsed. And once it began, it fed on itself. Here's what terrifies me. This happened at the height of Bronze Age power. These weren't primitive societies. They had armies, diplomats, trade networks, and 3,000 years of accumulated knowledge. And it still wasn't enough. So what does this mean for us? We have global supply chains, interconnection beyond their dreams, and complexity nobody fully understands. We also have climate change, mass migrations, and strained systems everywhere. The Bronze Age world thought it was permanent. Egypt had existed for 1500 years. And then, within a human lifetime, it was all gone. Could it happen again? Are we living in Bronze Age 2.0? The Bronze Age took 3,000 years to build and 50 years to destroy. It took 400 years to recover. 4 centuries of poverty and illiteracy before civilization returned, looking completely different than before. Here's the lesson they don't teach you. Civilization is fragile. Complex systems can collapse hard and fast. And sometimes they have to fall completely before something new can emerge. So my question for you, are we heading for our own Bronze Age collapse, or have we learned enough to prevent it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And remember, they thought the same thing in 1200 BCE. If you want more hidden history that challenges what you learned in school, subscribe and hit the bell. Next week, how the Mongol Empire accidentally invented religious freedom and why your teacher called them barbarians anyway. Until then, stay curious. And maybe think twice before assuming our civilization is permanent. The Bronze Age didn't,